Nano Banana made it easier than ever to turn myself into an anime, so now I can do this.
And make my own anime, where, on a regular workday, as I wait for the elevator, a strange knight appears.
I finally found you!
Who are you?
I'm your knight, your highness.
Where am I?
Forgive me for bringing you here, your highness.
Well, enough of my Shoujo anime. Today we're gonna go over what Nano Banana is, how to use it, fun things to do with it, and at the end you'll learn how to make an anime just like I did. So let's get started. Nano Banana is Google's latest image generation model. It's also known as Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, but that name's too boring. That's why they named it Nano Banana, to make you go bananas. This model is great for image editing, which means that instead of Photoshop, you can just prompt and get your image edited any way you want to. You can get started by going to aistudio.google.com and hit get started. And over here, once you log into your Google account, you can click try Nano Banana. Now you can either generate an image by pasting in a prompt, or you can upload an image and say, change my hair color. Let's see what it comes out with. Oh, wow. That's kind of gothy. That's pretty cool. See how it retained my face. And I would say this is the first time with an AI image generation model that my face is completely retained, like it looks like me and I myself think that's me. Now, since image generation uses a lot of compute power, it's going to cost you money if you want to go beyond testing. It's about 4 cents per image and you'll need to do it through the API. But no worries, I'm going to show you a free way to use it as well. Just open incognito mode and type in lmarena.ai. You'll go to this page, select direct chat, select generate image, and you can start prompting without even logging in. You can see that we're using the Nano Banana model, and you can tweak exactly what the character's expression is. Instead of smiling, it's now in tears, and it looks pretty good to me. With Nano Banana, you can tweak an image any way you want to, add things, delete things, change things, move things. I'll give you a list of fun things to try in the show notes along with example prompt. I'm not going to go into detail, but know that there's an official guide which I've linked in my doc. Over here are some example prompts that Google officially feeds you with. Make sure to take a look at that. For us, since our tutorial is with making an anime, the most crucial aspect of Nano Banana is its ability to retain character consistency. Now, I can upload a character and have her in different angles, different background, and different settings. Now to making an anime of yourself, there are a ton of image to video AI tools nowadays. Just know that video generations will cost money because it uses a ton of compute power. But if you can spend some money, you can make your very own anime. Here are some of the top AI video generation tools. There's VO3, also by Google, just like Nano Banana, Kling, Hilo, Midjourney, and Sora. These tools are kind of different in their strengths. Like with VO3, when you generate a video, it will even give you audio. So you see those ASMR videos cutting fruit glass? Those are made probably with VO3. They're pretty addicting to watch. For me, of all the AI generation tools out there, which you can try all of these, my favorite is still Midjourney in terms of making anime. Midjourney is what I use to create the video that you saw earlier. They have plans all the way from $10 to $120. Yes, it's super expensive, but I gotta say, Midjourney, when it comes to anime image generation quality, they really own the market. Shout out to the Niji team, which is their anime model, for really honing in on the style and quality. But there are some shortcomings with Midjourney. They don't do audio like VO3, nor is their character consistency very good at the moment. At least I haven't gotten Midjourney to give me super consistent result. For the character consistency issue though, Nano Banana can fill in the gap. I find that combining Midjourney with Nano Banana gave me pretty good visual results. Let's work through my simple workflow step by step. To make an anime, I think in 5 steps. The first step is, what is your story? Who are the characters? And what's the hero's journey? You can use AI to get ideas for what the scene visuals are and create a storyboard based on that. I would say this is the most important part. Then the second part is generating your anime character. So I use Midjourney because I think their quality is just so much better. You could tweak the image size or the dimensions, and you can select the version. Make sure you use Niji6 if you're making anime. I feel like with anime and manga, this model does really well. Then just create it. And you can see that the anime character generated are just so cute. Whereas if you were to use Nano Banana, I think this is good. This is what it looks like. But as a preference, I prefer Midjourney style more. After you generated your anime character, you can use Nano Banana to get the character in different angles and settings. So let's just say you really like this character. You can download this character, then use Nano Banana to get her in a different pose or angle. So she just got up. So from this to this, what you could do is you can generate a video already of her getting up. After you generated at least 2 images for each scene, you're going to input the prompt and image into the AI video generator. Now, not all of them, but a lot of them have this feature, including Midjourney, where you can input a starting frame and an ending frame. So what you're going to do is upload the first image, then upload the last image, and talk about an action and what they're doing and send it to Midjourney. You do have to wait for a little bit, but afterwards you will see 4 videos being generated and you can pick the one that is your favorite. Now with Nano Banana, you can then generate the next scene. And my tip for you here is in Midjourney, you want to take the last scene as the starting frame. Use the image you just generated as the ending scene. You just paste in the prompt. So over here, I said, make her go to the front desk of the internet cafe where there are lots of snacks for sale, and she points to the cup noodle. Then in Midjourney, paste in a similar prompt. And now you can generate another video. Once these videos are generated, just stitch them together, add some sound effects, and here you go.
That one, please.
Lastly, I just want to share that in today's world, we have access to a ton of tools and knowledge, yet I feel like a ton of people still feel really scared, anxious, lost because they think that AI is replacing them, taking over their jobs, which is true to some extent. But I think the key to combating the anxiety that AI brings along is to start doing, because clarity comes from doing, not from overthinking. So I hope you can take what you've learned today and start making something, unleash your creativity, make an anime, and send me a link to it. I will really appreciate that. And if you're still anxious about AI and really need more formal support, I'm launching a 5-week program where you can join me and a small group of people to start doing more with AI. We'll be making our own songs, books, videos, games, and even apps together. So if you're interested, I've included a link to the cohort application below in the description. I've also included today's show notes, which were generated with Gamma. So check those out, and thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.